A little girl walked into a pharmacy with her sick grandmother. Her grandmother coughed the whole way there. At the counter, the cashier called out the total. The grandmother opened her purse and counted carefully. She was short. She said quietly, "Please remove the vitamins, just the antibiotics." A man standing behind them heard everything. He tapped her on the shoulder. "Leave the vitamins. I have the rest." The grandmother shook her head. "No, my son, please." He said, "I want to. Let me." He paid the difference and walked out. The little girl watched him leave, then looked up at her grandmother. "Why did he do that? He doesn't know us." Her grandmother smiled softly. "Because some people just have good hearts, baby." That night, the grandmother took both medications and slept well for the first time in days. The girl sat beside her bed until she heard her breathing slow down. 3 weeks later, the girl's teacher asked the class one question. "Has anyone ever seen real kindness?" Every child talked about big things, expensive things. The girl raised her hand and told the story of the man in the pharmacy, how he paid a small amount, how her grandmother finally slept that night. The whole class went quiet. The teacher looked at her for a long moment, then said softly, "That is the best answer this class has ever heard." After school, the teacher pulled the girl aside. "Is your grandmother feeling better now?" The girl said, "She still needs more medication, but we are managing." The teacher went home and told her husband everything. The next morning, she came to school with a small envelope. She put it in the girl's hand. "Give this to your grandmother." The girl looked at it. "Why are you doing this?" The teacher said, "Because a stranger started something good, and you carried it into my classroom. And now I am carrying it home with you." The girl walked home holding the envelope carefully. Her grandmother opened it at the kitchen table, put her hand over her mouth. The girl sat across from her. "Grandma, are you okay?" Her grandmother looked up with wet eyes and said, "One man paid a small amount for a stranger, and look at everything it started." The girl never forgot those words, not for the rest of her life. One small act of kindness never stays small. It grows, it travels, it comes back, always. Comment 100 if you agree.